I am about to have a public display of reverence. Yes. I may just have to rename blessings and prayers public displays of reverence. And on that note, Phil, if you will open chat so that this can truly be a public display and not just based in what I'm going to be saying. For those of you in the Jewish tradition too, I want to presence an observance that's coming up, Tisha B'Av, where communities gather around grief for their public display of reverence around grief, a time of fasting, a time of prayer for the suffering in the world. And so for today's blessings and prayers, as we close out our service today, what I'm going to do is offer a prayer using sand to honor the animals of the earth, those who might be suffering, those who also might be having joys and being thriving, that our thoughts and words and actions might contribute to their happiness and freedom, for beings of all species, of all sizes, of all shapes, of all genders, and of all colors. So I will weave in anyone that you will include in the chat over there. If there's somebody that you need blessings or prayers for, please add them in there. All right, here we go, folks. So we are going to start. So I have here a little bit of starting that I have already done. Prayers for Beth Ertz and for her dog Teddy, who had a mishap at the vet's office. Prayers for all beings that they be well. Prayers for all the beings who are violet. The violet-backed starling, the orchid, Dottyback, the purple firefish, adding in purple creatures. If you know any purple creatures, they're so beautifully vivid. Adding in blue beings, the blue jay, the little blue heron, the eastern indigo snake, the blue whale whose lungs we borrowed earlier, and even the blue poison dart frog, who we might think is one of those who might be hard to love. The green beings, the European green lizard, the green-headed tanager, the great green bush cricket, adding that in with green. Also adding Horace, the wonderful pine tree that Victoria met at Lilydale, New York last week. As we add in yellow, we add in for the golden retriever, the banana slug. May all slugs not be used for R&D. The Asian gold weaver, the Panamanian golden frog, the Yellowjacket. Adding in prayers for all snails. Yes, Charlotte, thank you. Prayers for Jill the cat. For orange beings, for the Sumatran orangutan. For the orange nectar bat, I wonder if he looks anything like the whiskered bat I hope to see in Oxford, and the monarch butterfly. Adding in prayers for Lolita, the orca who's been at the Miami Seaquarium for 53 years, and hopefully, is it this week? She's going to be released? Yes, off the coast of Washington State. For the fox, perfect, Ruth. I have read for your fox. Read for the fox in Ruth's neighborhood who suffers from severe case of mange, adding in the Scarlet Ibis, the tomato frog, and the red kangaroo, folks. Catching up on the rest of your prayers here. For Gulliver, the horse. For Karen's brother, Dwayne, who's fighting forest fires in Canada, and thank you that he is. For Rupert, Reverend Williams, and Victoria's dog son, who fell while out on his walk today. Oh, sorry, Rupert. He comes from hoarding and is very afraid, so we hope that won't provide a setback. For Teddy's healing. For the dog Woodchuck, who is having behavior troubles. For crickets being farmed for protein food. Amen. Prayers to Chris Rude. Prayers to all ocean dwellers. So here's what we've got, folks. This will go on my altar in all of the places that we put all of our blessing prayers. I might call that now my public display of reverence shelf. Charlotte might do that. Prayers for Wendy. And Phil, as these continue to come into the chat, if you could bring up our last slide so we could offer our prayer-ish blessing that we all offer together each week. Wonderful, thank you. If you would all take a deep breath in those blue whale inspired lungs and offer these words of blessing prayer. May all creatures everywhere be happy and free. And we mean that. May the thoughts, words, and actions of our lives contribute to this happiness and to this freedom for all. Amen. So mote it be, and so it is. Any other closing word that is meaningful to you, if you would please like to add on. Thank you for joining me for this public display of reverence.